What's up, everybody? Dead Girl here. We are back at Universal Studios Orlando, Florida. It has almost been a year since we've been here. They've started doing lots of construction for Halloween Horror Nights. We're going to head in and get our very first look. When you walk straight into Universal, between Minions and Shrek is going to be the 30 Years of Fears. This is going to be the Icon Scare Zone. It's hard to see because the sun's coming in, so it's a little backlit. So hopefully you guys will be able to see like some of the stuff. They've got some construction set up, which looks like it's going to be little spots for some of the actors in. They've got really cool signage. Very excited for this year. Very excited that there's going to be an Icon's house. Very excited about this little scare zone type area they've got. They'll probably have the actors set up on these stages here that say do not climb presently. Really, really looking forward to this zone. Alright, so that's the 30 Years of Fear scare zone. Heading out this way is Monsters Cafe, which I highly recommend if you're going to eat something at Horror Nights. There's JD, say hi. They've got the refill drink machines here. New York is usually a scare zone. There's usually a few houses down in this area as well, and I'm going to show you guys where the Stay and Scream area is. Well, at least one of them. Okay, so down here is New York. There's usually a scare zone in there. If you go down past where Rocket Roller Coaster comes around that corner there's usually a couple of houses back there, and this stages usually going through Jimmy Fallon will lead you back to another house. In this area over here, they normally set up as a bar with specialty drinks. They've usually got some tents set up here with food as well in the normal times. Now, if you head straight over here towards this Christmas store, and then there's Finnegan's, that whole section over there where that black car is actually part of Stay and Scream. And normally Stay and Scream will let you get into two of the houses early so you can get them done before the main gates even open. So if you have a chance to do Stay and Scream, I highly recommend you do so. If you have an annual pass and you're in the park before it closes, then you want to head to Stay and Scream, you do have to have a ticket for Horror Nights for that evening. So don't forget to bring those tickets with you. Okay, so walking down here, there's usually two houses down this way. There's usually a couple through the Fallon queue there. It looks like they started to build out one of the scare zones here in the New York area, which I'm going to show you what they've got so far. Now keep in mind, they have not announced any of the scare zones yet, so short of looking at the signage, nobody really knows what the theming is going to be except for the Horror Nights Icon scare zone, which I'm really excited for, and I can't wait to see the makeups, and I can't wait to see all who they're gonna have out there. It's probably gonna be like a photo op type thing, which I'm good with. I love a good photo op. So here we go. So there's a lovely breeze. Also, it is really hot, so get you something to drink, get a refillable cup. It's gonna be the best bang for your buck. So here's some of the stuff they've got set up. Looks like they're gonna have some kind of stage show. I'm not sure what this is for. Does that symbol look familiar, JD? Some people are speculating Eddie. I've heard speculation of Terror Queen. So I'm not sure. Okay, there's a better look at that stage area. And it does say something about the order, so I'm not quite sure what that is. We're gonna wait for the official announcement from Universal. They've also got some cars set up over here and some gas tanks maybe? I'm not quite sure. It looks like it's filled with red substance. Maybe it's blood. That would make me really happy. So this is normally where Stay and Scream is usually held. I'm not sure if they're gonna have it in this section this year because of where the truck is. So they've got another area here, and they've got some number of pillars. So just like over there, there's 1, 2, 3, I believe, that I'm seeing so far. So it looks like they're gonna have people up top. They've got another one of those sections there. I kind of hope they're gonna spray some blood, because that would be fun. So, correction, there's actually 3 of those pillars. And JD and I were saying it could be some type of experimentation going on because they've got those bags over here. And we were speculating.
Containers full of fluid too, and they're actually
like
full.
Maybe it's containers of blood. Maybe those bags are bodies.
Maybe they're injecting them with something from the containers.
Oh, I don't know. We'll have to see. We are less than 30 days out from opening night of Horror Nights. Super excited. Can't wait. Let's wander around and see what else we can find. All right, so this is another scare zone that's heading over towards the Harry Potter area. It's after you go down past Richter's. They've got some stuff set up here. It's raining, so if you guys see some flashes. There's some Pardon Our Dust. Not sure what's gonna be in there, but that's gonna be fun. They've got Spider set up over there. She's pretty. Again, not 100% sure what the scare zone is. I haven't been as heavily engrossed in some of the Horror Night stuff as I normally am. Got this doorway here with some symbols. Beware, caw, keep out, do not open. That looks fun. They've got another one of those little ports over here, and I'm assuming is gonna have something inside of it. And then they've got some seating up there. And they'll have some lights coming down from the trusses up here. So this looks like it'll be a fun scare zone. This is over where Fast and the Furious lets out. So our small tour of Universal and their construction for Horror Nights has come to a brief halt due to some inclement weather. It is summer in Florida, and therefore it is subject to some showers here in the late afternoon or the evenings.
Basically, Florida is Florida-ing.
Florida is being Florida out. We took some refuge over by the Simpsons area. Now this area during Halloween Horror Nights is not an official scare zone. This area does turn into a holding zone for Stay and Scream, and you get access to the houses that are at the back of the park. There are normally 2 over by Men in Black, and then there's 2 in the back by E.T. And Barney. This area, once the crowd gets let out of Stay and Scream, again, is not an official scare zone, but there's always a pleasant surprise lurking in the Simpsons area. So make sure that you check this spot out during Halloween Horror Nights. Alright, so as I mentioned, back there by E.T., there's normally a couple different scare zones, or not scare zones, sorry, a couple of different mazes that they put back there. This is also normally a scare zone, but I don't see any type of decor out yet as we trudge through this bridge. As you can see, it's still lightly misting or drizzling out, but it's not too bad. There are a couple of columns set up, but other than that, I really don't see any decorations in this area at present. Normally it's all done up. Huh, it's interesting. Once again, nothing set up in this area. They normally do the lagoon show and stuff, so I'm sure they're gonna have a spooky one set up for Horror Nights. There's a beautiful rainbow. I don't know if you guys can see that. They've got some lighting set up, so I'm curious to see what they're gonna do in this section. So normally the area down here where the Born Stuntacular, Mel's Diner becomes Mel's Die-In. The lighting on the sign changes during Horror Nights, which is always fun. A horror makeup show does not run during Halloween Horror Nights, but if you come to the park during the day, it is one of my absolute favorite shows. Must do. It's fantastic. The cast and crew is amazing. Absolutely love it. There's a beautiful shot of Mel's. And down here, again, not sure what they're gonna have. It's a blank canvas right now, so we'll see what they do come time for Halloween Horror Nights. So we're here at the Five and Dime, where they've got Horror Nights preview merchandise as soon as you walk in the door. They're changing these shirts out every week, it seems. And they've got some cups too. So the cups are $12. They have socks for $20. They have popcorn. That's cute. This doesn't say, so that does not help me. And then they've got shirts. Icons shirts, $35 each. You do get your pass holder discounts, just as a heads up. They've got the Bride of Frankenstein shirt still in a medium. Those are $35. They've also got these really cute purses. These are $79 each. They have the Bride of Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster. Let's see what else we can find. The Beetlejuice shirts, they are also $35 a piece. They've got various sizes. Also got the pins. These are $10 a piece. And then they've got the cups, like I was showing you guys before, but here's the round. They've got Chance, the director, Terror Queen. They've got the storyteller. They have... Why is my brain not working? Sorry, it's been a long day, guys, and it's really hot out here. Director, yeah. All kinds of really, really cool stuff on these cups. So the Horror Nights merch is, this is all their previous stuff. They're going to be having more as the event actually kicks off. Right now, it's the first week of August. And if you're coming, be prepared because it is hot. And here is the Haunting of Hill House shirt, which I'm probably going to be getting. Very cool. Really excited to see this house. Alright gang, that's going to do it for our trip to Universal Studios here in Orlando, Florida. It was a very, very hot day. Lots of hydrating, lots of air conditioning breaks. The one scare zone that I wasn't quite sure about in Fast and the Furious is actually the Crypt TV scare zone. So I'm really curious to see what they do with that. Also surprised that the area over by the horror makeup show and the area where they normally have like the giant pumpkins in the trees were completely bare. So I'm curious to see what they're going to do with those areas in the upcoming weeks. As I said before, we are less than 30 days away from opening night of Halloween Horror Nights. We also picked up our frequent fear passes today. We did get them with the Express and we learned something. So here's a tip for you boys and girls at home watching. When you go to buy your passes, whether it's frequent fear, rush of fear, single night ticket, whatever, buy them online because they were about $150 cheaper online than if you were to buy them at the actual park. The husband and I went to Will Call to see what the pricing would be because we had heard that there was a difference in price from online versus the Will Call spot. And we got there and we asked the girl and it was well over, like, what'd she say, $1,040 or something like that. It was well over $1,000 for 2 tickets for Halloween Horror Nights with Express at Will Call, if you're buying them in the park. So buying them online for 2 of us, it was $9.79 and some change. So what we did was we jumped on the Universal app, we bought our tickets, we selected Will Call pickup, and we picked up tickets right then and there. You can also have the tickets downloaded to your app. You can also print them out at home. It doesn't cost anything extra to pick up them at Will Call or of course to download them to the app or print them at home. So there's a good tip for you guys. We're really excited to see all the houses this year. They've still got, what, 5 houses to announce if I'm not mistaken. There's still a bunch of them that they haven't yet revealed what the themes are for those just yet. They've been doing some construction. So again, super, super excited for the event. Can't wait to get out there and have a good time. Hopefully we'll run into some of you guys. For the stuff that they have announced so far, I'm pretty much looking forward to everything. The Haunting of Hill House, I'm very excited for. I absolutely love the series on Netflix. If you have not watched it, I definitely encourage you to go ahead and do so before you do the house. Same thing with Beetlejuice and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, not the remake. The remake wasn't bad, but
watch the original first.
Watch the original first because it's pretty sick. It's amazing. Really looking forward to those. Looking forward to the Icons house. That's going to be tons of fun. I can't wait. Bride of Frankenstein Lives. We saw that last year, so I'm curious to see if they're going to change anything up. I hope they do. It was a good house last year. I like the concept. I enjoyed the makeup, so I'm very excited to see that. I am curious to see if they're going to bring the Tooth Fairy back. They did have that one last year. It was okay. I understand the Tooth Fairy concept and, you know, losing your teeth and the kids. They had a lot of short actors in that house, so for tall people, or if you weren't looking down, you missed quite a few scares. So I'm very curious to see if they're going to bring that back. Last year they announced Puppet Theater. They haven't officially re-announced that again yet this year, so I'm curious if they are going to go through with that or if they're going to do something else. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, let me know what you guys are excited to experience in the comments down below. Have you gotten your tickets yet? What tickets did you guys get? Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. If you have not yet done so, hit that like button, give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget, as always, boys and girls, make sure you keep it spooky. Bye.